Okay guys, so we finished up the first half of the corn crop, turned off pretty good. Um, I would say probably an average year. I don't know if the extreme heat this summer affected the turn off or what. We had plenty of moisture. That wasn't really the problem. It turned off all right. We can't complain. So we still have another little more than what we've already chopped yet to chop, but it won't be ready for about 3 weeks. So we'll give it time to mature, and I'll have to do a video sometime on how we decide when the corn is ready. I can show you that by the kernel. So we'll do a video on that sometime, probably the next time that we chop corn. Today we've been watering some mums, just kind of getting caught up here at the greenhouse on some things that I've let go. We're going to do some spraying this evening, and we put a few nets on some mums here this morning. So we're just trying to get caught up and probably work a little bit here on our greenhouse today. Haven't had much of a chance to do that the last few days, but one thing that I have started is putting up the curtain lock system, and I'll show you how we've done that, tell you how we're going to cover this greenhouse, kind of show you. This is an Atlas greenhouse, comes from Lapua, I believe is the way you pronounce it, Georgia. And all of my greenhouses have come from there. I'm very happy with that company. They are very good about sending them what you need, the package. Hardly ever do they forget anything, right down to the last bolt. I've had really good luck with them. They also have good customer service if you have a problem. Of course, they're not sponsoring me or nothing. I'm just kind of passing this info along. If you're thinking about building a greenhouse, I've had good luck with Atlas. All right, we've got a lot of the bracing up. This particular greenhouse, this is considered a snow arch series from Atlas. Oh, it's a basic greenhouse really. I've decided to go with the curtain system on the sides to cool it, and it probably will be all the cooling that I'm going to need in here, because we're really not going to hang any baskets much in here. This is mainly going to be for vegetables only, and they'll be low, and the curtain is a 5 foot, so it should cool across this greenhouse without any exhaust fans, which is what I was going for. The reason we're not going to hang anything above the vegetables is that's been a problem that I've had over the years. You know, if you have a greenhouse, you eventually end up getting too much in it, and it'll shade the things that are below it. Last year was a great example of that. We had trouble with the plants stretching. They didn't get enough sunshine early enough because we couldn't move plants early. The weather was just too cold in April, and we couldn't get rid of them, and they hung over those tomato plants, caused the tomatoes to stretch. So this greenhouse is going to be dedicated just for vegetables, and they'll have all the sunlight that they want. Now, we might hang a few baskets in here, but not anything that's going to amount to much as far as shading goes. But we've got some braces put up here. Of course, we got our floor done, and the main frame is done. Right now we're working on this locking system here. This is called a double lock, and the curtain is going to hook in right here on this bottom channel, and the plastic for the top of the greenhouse will hook up there on that top channel. So it's a really neat system. I've got it on my bigger gutter connect greenhouse over there, and this is a good example of it here on the fern house here. So we'll show you when we put the plastic on how that locks down. But this curtain system is just really simple. That's what I like about it. You can raise it in the morning and lower it in the evenings without any trouble. So that's what we're working on now, and I thought, you know, I surely can do this by myself, and found out real quick, even though it's only a 10-foot piece of aluminum, weight is not a problem, but I found that it's almost impossible for one person to put it up. So Trina, my wife's been helping me do that, and we're got to get down both sides of the greenhouse with this. Got a channel on both sides, and then we're going to start framing in the ends. So that is what we're going to be into off and on here for the next couple of weeks while we're selling mums. Our mums are ready. They're just in a heavy bud right now, some of the earlier ones. So I would give them another week before they're going to start blooming. But so far, so good on them. I'm going to show you let me get zoomed in there and show you these bloom masters here on our flower tower out front of the bigger greenhouse there. Those suckers are really coming to life. They're in a pretty good bud, those there on the tower, and they're at least 3 feet across. They're going to be beautiful. And that is what is called a candy corn mix. It's a yellow, white, and orange mix in those pots there in particular. That's our bloom masters. All right, guys, pop quiz time. Can anybody tell me what this plant is? Let's just find out who the plant experts are out there. We purchased this in Holmes County, Ohio, at a flea market back in the spring. It came in about a 6.5 inch pot, and it has grown to about 8 feet tall over the summer. It has a beautiful yellow bloom, comes out. I'll give you a good look at those blooms. It has a leaf very similar to a locust tree. It looks a whole lot like a locust tree, but that's your first hint, or your first little piece of info. It is not a locust. What is that little feller? Beautiful flower. We've got it up here at our pond right now, and it's really showing off for everyone. If anybody out there can tell me, I will leave the answer in my next video. Hey, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch up with you on the next video.